And again, and he is hovering, and he is going to lock Machamp immediately. They are tired of Cairo's jungler Machamp antics, and they are going to try and nerf him by banning his main. Now, Cairo is going to ban Leafeon once again. Frank the Wolf is going to ban Dragapult because they think that the Gyarados was a little bit more manageable than the Dragapult. And finally, the opposing team is going to ban Buzzswole, probably fearing that Zera was about to pick it himself. Alright, so Zera is now going to make the first pick, and he's probably going to lock a support once again. He has access to Clefable this game, so he's going to go with Clefable this game. Creeper is going to stick to his main Gyarados, and Eli is going to lock in what? Well, we don't know what he's going to lock in. Is it going to be Goodra? He's hovering Goodra, and they have locked in a Goodra. Alright, Unholy is now going to lock in Zoroark, and Assassin SMG is hovering Blastoise. Blastoise is a really strong defender. I can't say I disagree with the pick. Ray is hovering Eldegoss. Ray has been playing a lot of Eldegoss lately, and Cairo will now be picking Inteleon. Ingle hovering over the Trevenant, and Frank the Wolf gonna pick Pikachu, which is a character that he's played quite a bit of. In fact, I think he's played significantly more Pikachu than Gardevoir, if I remember correctly. So this is probably a strong pick from him. And finally, we have British Wolf, who is appearing to hover over Cinderace. Okay, Cinderace is a solid pick. And now it is time for the final preparations phase. I wonder if they're going to make any changes. Assassin does appear to be changing up items, and I don't think I can really cover all of this. Alright, so before I close the chat, Slash, you need the editor role to do that. Editor role would basically give you access to everything that I can have access to, I believe. So, yeah. And now there's the additional issue of also that I'm live on Kick and YouTube, so you would have to change those as well. And that, yeah, it's a lot. It's quite a bit. Alright, the preparations have been complete, and it is time for another match. I do think that the top team is very, very balanced here. They have a speedster, 2 defenders, and a support, as well as the singular attacker, which is always nice. And the bottom team has one of every role except for speedster. So this should be very, very interesting. We're going to see if the speedster is able to break through the squishier Pokemon of the bottom team, being, you know, Pokemon like Inteleon and Cinderace. Cinderace isn't exactly the most squishy Pokemon, but it does, in fact, have pretty low defenses. Alright, so let's get started. This time we are going to watch Cairo at the start, and he's appearing to be a laning Sobble, which is nice. Alright, and he's going to hit both of these Bumblebees as the Magikarp is going to disregard it, and he's just going to go straight in. He's going for this Indeedee. Is he going to get it? Well, I guess we're going to see. And we have the other team opting to wait, and Frank the Wolf waits just too long and ends up not attacking. And we also have a score up top already as Gumi is going for its stacks. Very, very important to note. And we have Zera contesting the Gumi. Unholy is going to appear as Zorua. This is a lot of damage. This is a lot of damage. Is the Gumi even going to be able to get out? Squirtle is there too. And that's going to be a feint on the Gumi. And we're off to an early KO lead for the team on the left as the rotation is top lane. Now we have the jungling Cinderace rotating down at his own pace as the other team is already here. We're going to have the Altaria spawn in 2 seconds here, and he's just going to leave. He's not even going to help his team contest it. Alright, so this is very, very important. And Ingle is going to get nearly to level 5 there, as the Magikarp is now looking for his best chance to evolve, and this ball toy is going to die very, very quickly. And they're attacking this Sobble on the point, and that's very aggressive. I don't know if they should be doing that, and they're being pushed back by a Magikarp right now. And I don't know if they could have made that commitment there. Alright, now up top, we have Zera healing And Sobble is going to actually pick up the KO on the Phantom as it overextends. Unholy is going to chase away Ray, and they're going to pick up yet another KO, this time on the Sliggoo, and this time Ray is probably going to have to flash away. And while she is Eldegoss, which is a very, very good support Pokemon, I don't think you can fight a 1v3 at this stage of the game. Now Gyarados has evolved. Gyarados is on the point, and they are going to just try and lock this Gyarados in place, and they are going to pick up yet another KO, and the blue team is looking like an entirely different team, punishing that aggression. And there is no one in the bottom lane right now, and this is free stacks, free big points, huge experience to gain. All right, let's check back in the top lane, as the top lane looks pretty busy right now. We have Eldegoss supporting the Sliggoo from a distance, and we also have, general combat. We have an overextended Reboot, and this Reboot is getting very, very squishy, and he's got to get out of there. Sliggoo is still going in. They're going to pick up the KO on the... I'm sorry, I had to do a thing. They're going to pick up a KO on the Clefable. Clefable's got to run back now, and here comes Unholy, and now they have two people on the Sliggoo again, and Sliggoo is going to take a massive attack, and the combination of attacks from the Zoroark and the Wartortle is going to be too much. And now we're going to have another score come out from the Wartortle here. And Blastoise is going to go in with the what is this move? Rapid Spin? I think it's Rapid Spin. And he's going to get back out of there. And now there are 4 players. No, it's only 3. Never mind. There are 3 players up top still as the objectives have spawned. Let's see the contesting. And the team on the right is actually going to get the Regirock before I am able to rotate all the way down there. Alright, it looks like Trevenant has also fainted, and Pikachu is going to have to back away. Alright, now we have a Pyro Ball coming out from the Cinderace. Cinderace using Pyro Ball is very scary. It does massive damage, especially at this stage of the game. And look at this. An overextension from Unholy is going to result in Unholy's demise. Now we have a Goodra, as they do pick up the double KO with Blastoise, and now what are they going to do? How are they going to punish this? Well, Blastoise is level 8 and has a support. Surely they can beat the Goodra, right? Surely together they can beat the Goodra, right? Well, not really. Goodra is very hard to kill. Zera has to get out of there, and he's going to successfully escape, but he's going to get pulled back in by Goodra's Power Whip move. Or, I don't know if it's Power Whip. And Cinderace comes back up top to pick up the KO there. And now we have Rapid Spin from Blastoise preventing scores. Goodra's still going to be able to get off 20 points, though, as a result. And let's check out the bottom lane, as this one looks like it has been blown wide open. We have a very, very low health Gyarados that we decide not to extend onto. And we also have an Inteleon at level 9. They are going to receive both berries as healing and compensation, and Ingle has to be very careful here. Alright, but the teams are up top. They're up top. This is where the fighting is happening. Alright, so we have some pretty low health Pokemon here, but we have a huge cross slash attack from Unholy, and Gyarados is going to unleash its... Is that its Unite move? I'm not sure, but it's going to be too much, and the team on the right is now pushing them back. That is the power of the Reggie buff, chat. That team-wide experience has put them dramatically ahead in experience. And this Regieleki is going to be broken by the team on the right. And if I were the team on the left, I would probably just ignore this. I'd probably say, you know what? You can have that. I'm going to go fight the Reggie at the bottom while you guys are all up here trying to score points. I think that experience is much more valuable here than fighting this. But it's okay. They have successfully fended off the Reggie, and that one was not communicated. And now we have everyone rotating bottom lane. And we have Ingle, who has been fighting this Reggie all by himself for far too long. Here comes Cinderace, and this is going to be a disaster situation if he ends up giving the Cinderace a free Reggie steal. And here comes Gyarados, and the team on the right, Gyarados with the Dragon Breath, I think that move was, is going to pick up the KO on the Reggie steal and steal it for the team on the right. And that is a disaster situation for the team on the left. That is disastrous. That is too much experience going in for them. And look at the level disparity. There's only one level 11 Pokemon on the team on the left. And to counter that, the orange team, the team on the right, has a level 13 Gyarados. This is a huge threat, and they have to respect it. It's going to take a team effort to take this guy out, as Frank the Wolf unleashes his Unite move, and it's going to be a little bit too much. Too much to deal with. The Gyarados just survives and is able to pick up the KO. Alright, let's see what's going on in the top lane as it's being contested by this Goodra. Well, we have Clefable trying to cause as many issues as it can. Ray is going to be forced back, and she is going to get chased all the way down by Blastoise with the Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin is going to result in a KO. We're going to stun this Goodra, and this could be a KO too. But luckily, the Gyarados is there to provide backup, picking up the KO on Blastoise. And now we're still going to continue hitting this Goodra. And we're going to ult. We are going to unleash our Unite move into the wrong area. And Goodra is just getting out of there. Goodra cannot die. Goodra is just surviving everything. And now it is time for that all-important team fight. Rayquaza. Alright, Cinderace has immediately started fighting it. Which is a dangerous move. Cinderace is going to go in, and we have a whole bunch of moves being unleashed here. We have an ultimate maneuver from the Blastoise. We have Inteleon ult. We have... What else did we have? I heard Clefable's in there. We have some hammers being dropped by Trevenant, but that's still just a team KO. The level disparity is just too much for the team on the right. And the team on the left is going to be able to get this Rayquaza relatively peacefully, unless Clefable's able to get there in time. But Clefable was not able to get there in time. And that is yet another Rayquaza. And this game was going dramatically better at the start for the team on the left. But here, it's just going to be a bit too much, as the score shield is going to prevent, and they just don't have the attack to break through the score shields in time. And that is going to be 300 points scored, and another team kill for the team on the right. And this should do it, honestly. I would be very surprised if there was a comeback to be made here. That is a 453-point deficit, which is not impossible. But not only do you have to get out of the goals right now, you also have to kill everyone who is holding you into your goals and capitalize on it by scoring immediately. And they're going to try their best, but it's just going to be too much here. Just going to be too much.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
And that'll do it for game number 3. Surely we will not see a 5-0 in the first week, right, chat? Surely not. All right, let's look at the